To install a TruDeck Classic base, all you'll need are common hand and power tools. Some of the tools shown here are optional. The most important tools are the levels. Your base must be level when it's installed. Begin by considering the orientation and location of the base. The off-center drain allows you many opportunities to miss joists and other obstacles. Flip the base around to consider all options. You may prefer the drain in one location versus another. In this case, we preferred to have the drain toward the back of the shower, but we did have to pull the base away from the wall to avoid a conflict with the joist. On the bottom of the base, you'll notice a reinforcement ring around the drain hole. It is absolutely necessary that the reinforcement ring does not come into contact with any joist or blocking. Offsetting the base from both walls allowed us to avoid a conflict with the joist at the drain hole and enlarge the shower. When you're satisfied with the general base location, make marks on the subfloor to align the position of the base more precisely. Bear in mind, the reinforcement ring on the underside of the base must not come into contact with any joist. Now align the base with the marks you just made. Overturning the base makes this easier because it won't be rocking on the reinforcement ring. Use a carpenter pencil or a black marker to outline the base. You'll find that a heavy line is easier to see when it comes to cutting the subfloor later. Check the subfloor for level. Usually this will reveal any issues with the framework underneath. If you do find that the framework is out of level, you'll need to correct this before you proceed with the blocking. Set the cutting depth of your saw to match the thickness of the subfloor. Usually it's 3/4 inch. Now you can cut away the waste from the subfloor. Carefully start with a plunge cut and then proceed cutting along each layout line. Use a reciprocating saw or a multi-tool to complete the corner cuts. Lift the waste using a flat bar. If the waste is bonded to joists, cut it into smaller pieces to ease removal. Now test fit the TruDeck base in the opening. Make sure you press the base onto the joists firmly. The base should rest on the joists without rocking. Check that the reinforcement ring is not in contact with the joist. Use construction adhesive to bond perimeter blocking to the underside of the subfloor. Apply the adhesive to the blocking, but only on the portion that will go under the subfloor. Once the adhesive is in place, press the blocking into position between the joists and up against the underside of the subfloor. Drive screws through the subfloor into the blocking to make sure that the subfloor is fully fastened around the perimeter of the shower base. Blocking will vary by project, but you'll always end up with something similar to this. Perimeter blocking, blocking just outside the joint reinforcement ring of the drain, and if you choose, blocking in each joist cavity. Once you're done with the blocking, clean the worksite thoroughly. You don't want any debris to get into the construction adhesive you're about to apply to the top of the blocking and joists. Generously apply polyurethane construction adhesive to the blocking and to the joists. We recommend using polyurethane construction adhesive because it's designed to bond with most building materials, including the glass reinforced plastic shower base. Position the base on the framework and drive screws into the pre-bored pilot holes around the perimeter of the base. Some bases do not have pre-bored pilot holes, so you'll need to drill those beforehand using a 1/8 inch drill bit. Be sure to check for level as you proceed through this step. After you've driven screws around the perimeter, your TruDeck base is installed. Now you can move on to adding tile backer board to your worksite and waterproofing the shower as shown in part 2 of this series. We hope this demonstrates how easy it is to achieve a curbless shower. Thank you for watching. For more detailed instructions, please visit our website or give us a call. We'd be happy to help in any way we can.